Berlin, Berlin, wir fahren nach Berlin. Man, Bayern hasn't had the ability to say that since 2020. That was the last time Bayern Munich were in the DFB Pokal Final. Everyone, it's me, Dakota Clayball, your Tampa Bay realtor. Maybe the greatest, maybe not. You be to decide. I'll say what I want. You have to prove it. Anyways, Bayern Munich Ultra here in Tampa. And I'm here to talk about the 2-0 win over Bayer Leverkusen in the DFB Pokal semifinals. And honestly, this wasn't just a win. This was control from start to finish. Let's start with the man who just refuses to stop scoring. Harry Hurricane Kane, Harold, whatever you want to call him, Harry Kane. Opened the scoring at the point it almost feels like automatic. You give him space, you give him a look, and the ball, it just ends up in the back of the net. He just keeps scoring the ball. I don't know what to do with my hands because it's so nice. Whew. The first goal, folks, it really set the tone early. Bayern didn't just want to win this game. They wanted to impose themselves on Leverkusen. And what did they do? They did that. But it wasn't just Harry Kane. It wasn't just Harry Kane that was having a great performance. Jamal Musiala. Magical Musiala looks like he's hitting his peak form again. And that should honestly scare the rest of Europe because his movements, his confidence on the ball, the way he glides past defenders, it's all getting back into shape. You can see it. He's sharper, more decisive, more dangerous. And when Jamal Musiala is playing like this, alongside Kane and Diaz and Olise, Kimmich, oh man, it's incredibly difficult to stop Bayern Munich's attack. But here's what's really stood out in this match, folks. What really stood out, it was the control. Oh man, was it control. Bayern Munich did not allow Leverkusen a single shot. On target, off target, wild kick from somewhere to somewhere, attempting at shooting the ball. No, not one. That tells you everything about how this game was played. This wasn't just attacking quality. This was structural dominance. The press, it was organized. The discipline in the midfield. The back line, it was composed. Ta going up against his old team. And Upamecano holding down, celebrating every stop. That doesn't happen by accident, folks. It is preached by Kompany, the defensive mastermind that was at Man City. And let's be real, Leverkusen has been a very dangerous team in Germany. To be completely neutralized for the first 45 minutes, Bayern Munich, goodness gracious. Now, in the second half, Leverkusen did try to push. They had their moments. They started to grow in the game. And that's where this moment becomes massive, folks. You see these? You see these fingers? Well, Manuel Neuer used his fingertips, an absolutely unbelievable save with them. Fingertip save. That was the moment. If that goes in, it's 1-1. The game changes completely. Momentum flips. Pressure builds. But Neuer, once again, steps up when it mattered most. Even at this stage of his career, 40 years old, he still delivers world-class moments. Now, mind you, he has given up some odd situations in the past couple weeks, but these put those in the rearview mirror. And at one point, there was a kick from Flecken, the Leverkusen goalkeeper. Manuel Neuer is basically at halfway and heads it clear past half yard. It was insane. Like, why are you doing that? But we were forward. He did it. Man. And then let's talk about the ending. Late drama. Deep into stoppage time, 90 plus 3 minutes, Luis Diaz finds the back of the net. It had the hairs on my neck standing up. Oh, man. But then the flag goes up. Offsides. Mind you, I didn't think no Bayern Munich fan or player or coach or anyone on the bench thought it was offsides. And after the review, he's onside. Goal stands 2-0. Bayern Munich win. Because after that, the whistle blows. That's the dagger. It might have come late, but it sealed what was already a dominant performance. This match highlighted 3 things Bayern did. First, their structure and defensive discipline were elite. Leverkusen simply couldn't break through consistently, especially in the first half. Second, individual quality continues to define this team. Kane scoring, Musiala getting back to his best, Neuer delivering in big moments. Fingertips, folks. And third, this team knows how to manage big games. They didn't panic. They didn't lose shape. They stayed patient. They executed like they've done all season long, bar some bumps along the way. Now, this wasn't chaos. This wasn't luck. This was control. From minute 1 to the final whistle. And now, folks, Bayern Munich moves on to face Stuttgart, who are the reigning Pokal holders and just beat, who was it? Freiburg? They just beat Freiburg to go to the finals. Now, can Stuttgart keep the cup, or will Bayern dethrone them on their way to a domestic double, and maybe even the treble? We shall see May 23rd. Now, folks, if you enjoyed this breakdown and all of my antics, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Reach out to your family. You never know when it could be their last moment you get a chance to. And as always, your needs are the point. Tschüss.